Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, if you're talking about a completely unique concept, you'll never believe that what just crossed my desk is because a company, a restaurant company, has bought a cruise ship and is going to theme it out like that restaurant, and you'll never guess which one it is. Well, I'm wrong. If you were to guess of a restaurant chain that's going to open up a cruise ship themed for families, I think this one probably would come first of mind. McDonald's has bought an 18-year-old cruise ship from a Russian company and is bringing it over to Fincardi, and they're going to refurbish it in a McDonald's themed. It's going to be a McDonald's themed cruise ship. And they're promising all kinds of unique things on board. Everything from unique McDonald's souvenirs and items, like a phone case, for instance, that looks like McDonald's fries on it, to figurines that are collectibles, etc. Plus, for the kids, they're promising all the characters from your classic Ronald McDonald commercials. Of course, Ronald McDonald himself will be there. He'll be the cruise director on board, which will be so unique to see somebody walking around in full costume at all times on the cruise ship, right? Formal night, doesn't matter. Will McDonald's have a formal night? I don't know. I don't think they will, but hey, some of their characters are like the mayor, so Mayor McCheese might host formal night, right? That's how it would go. They're saying all the popular characters will be back. The Fry kids will be there. The Hamburgler, Captain Crook will be there. The Grimace, McNuggets, Officer Big Mac, you name it, they're all going to be there, and it's going to be themed along the lines of McDonald's. For instance, in the kids club, it will be themed much like a McDonald's playground area that they have in their restaurants, although bigger and better, they're promising in there. They'll also have in the buffet a section only designed as McDonald's, which will have the typical Big Macs and McNuggets and French fries that we've all grown so accustomed to in our lives. They'll also bring in the specialty restaurant menus that you only see every once in a while at McDonald's, like the Shamrock Shake or, the McRib. Well, that'll be available all the time on these cruise ships. So if you're a fan of those, you're going to be able to get in and get all of those McDonald's goodies while you're on the ship. They also are saying that they will have bars. They will have certain areas for adults. They're going to section off a side. They will have regular massage areas in the spa. They're going to have an adults only area, etc. But they're really designing a lot of the ships like up on top with a lot of water slides and a lot of playgrounds for kids to play up on top. And they say they will have various characters walking around at all times during the cruise. Now, I'm not too sure how many of today's young kids even remember anything about our McDonald's when we grew up, where that was the commercials, right? All the commercials were Ronald McDonald, the hamburger, Mayor McCheese. We watched these every time. And as kids, that's what kind of drew us to go to McDonald's, were these characters that we kind of fell in love with when we were younger children, right? They were cartoony, they were fun, they were always in a good mood and happy, and it made the place seem really, really fun. So I can imagine going into an area on a cruise ship where these characters are there. If they keep that energy up and the funness, it will probably draw kids to that ship. Now, This sailing will be a unique sailing because it's going to be based in North America only, as McDonald's is so popular here in North America. And they will be starting up in the top left-hand corner in Seattle and sailing through all the American cruise ports, all the way through the Panama Canal, back up onto the East Coast until it finally arrives in Boston. And then it will reverse course and go all the way back. So if you are one of those people who are looking to tour all of North America and stop in every American city as a cruise port, much like you would do on like river cruises, you get to those cities you don't see all the time. Well, this cruise might just be for you. And not only that, because they say that McDonald's is a cheaper alternative to sit-down restaurants and things like that, they're also saying that their price difference is going to be on average about 40 to 45% less than the regular cruise lines. That's a huge amount, right? If you're say going to pay $2,000 for a cruise and you can get it for $1,200 on a McDonald's cruise, if the staterooms are nice and the staterooms are, and they provide real entertainment on board, not just kids entertainment, I think people might be just drawn on that, at least for a while, right? Maybe the novelty will wear off. The only concern I have, again, was, our kids even knowing who these characters are and stuff like that. But wow, I never thought I would, it's, how many times do we go to sporting events? Remember when sporting stadiums used to be called a stadium name as opposed to now they're called a company's name? Right? It's the Corel Center, it's the GM Center, it's this, it's that, right? It's no longer the stadium because they advertise that way and it's advertising for the company. Well, McDonald's is going in on that cruise bubble that's out there right now where everybody wants to cruise, and they're saying this should be up and running by mid-2025 because the ship is only 18 years old, it's in relatively good condition, and they're only going to change certain venues to make it more kid-friendly and McDonald's themed in those areas. Otherwise, it will be more adult, and the staterooms will be normal staterooms, but they may have a few suites on board that are themed out as character suites. So you may have a Ronald McDonald suite on this cruise ship. You may have a Mayor McCheese suite, a hambergler suite. You may have something like that, which, if you have kids and you want to go, if you go to Disney and you go to a themed room on Disney, themed out like Cars or themed out like Little Mermaid or a pirate theme, those are extremely popular rooms, so I imagine that would be exactly the same way on this cruise ship. Boy, doesn't this sound absolutely amazing? If only I wasn't talking about this on this particular day. Have you checked the calendar, folks? Have you checked the calendar to see what day today is? Did I have my serious face on? Did I catch you off guard at all? April Fool, everybody, just April Fool. I thought we could use a little bit of lightheartedness after the news lately of canceled cruises and fighting over whether or not you can go ashore and people being left at the cruise ports. I thought maybe today, just today, would be a good idea to add a little bit of levity into our cruising world that we live in. And yeah, happy April Fool, everybody out there. But you know what? I'm thinking right now that somebody at McDonald's corporate office is going,